Hey Gemini, welcome back to my channel, Two Fishes Tarot and Divination. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Gemini, all placements in Gemini. Keep in mind that this reading is a general reading, not a personal reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force the details to fit. Also, this reading is timeless, so whenever you come across this reading, you were meant to hear the messages, okay? Don't forget to smash that thumbs up for me, exchange some energies. So the next time you come across a Gemini reading, it will resonate more and more with you. Of course, it helps my channel grow, obviously. So this message can reach the individuals that need to hear it. You can also exchange some energy with me by subscribing to the channel if you haven't done that already. And don't forget to hit that bell so you can get notified when I post new content. Okay? Cross watchers, you're welcome here, by the way. All right, so pre-shuffle. I pulled some cards from the Wild Mystic Oracle. Those cards were trust, but it's in the reverse, and balance. It's also in the reverse. So, trust talks about misplacing your trust in the wrong people, right? People that you thought you could trust and they turned out to be somebody who is not trustworthy. It could also talk about trusting people too soon, giving people the benefit of the doubt, expecting you from other people, or expecting that nobody is intentionally wanting to cause you harm, and we all know that that's not the case. And some of us have to learn that the hard way, right? Which is okay, as long as we learn the lesson and apply it to our daily life, right? Balance talks about some area of our life being out of balance, since it's in the reverse. This could be obsessive thoughts, addictions. Somebody around us is throwing our energy off. It could mean a lot of different things. So we're going to pull some tarot cards to see what the heck's going on with you guys, okay? I've already shuffled these cards on the pre-shuffle, like I said. So I'm just going to give them a quick run through here. I know how loud that is on camera, and it's super irritating. So I'm going to try not to do that anymore to save your guys' eardrums. But we're going to take a look and see what's going on with you guys and why these two cards are here. All right, Spirit, show me Gemini. Why is trust and balance both in the reverse for Gemini? Temperance in the reverse. So Temperance is Sagittarius energy. It's also a card of balance, moderation, patience, or lack thereof, because it's in the reverse, right? I'm getting the energy of somebody is doing something in excess, whether that's thoughts, certain behaviors. It could be addiction. It's an energy of, I mean, it's not that bad. I'm not hurting anybody else. I'll stop eventually. But right now, they just need to do this for right now. And that one wanted to come out. The Lovers, also a card of balance, decisions. It could also be a choice between two. This Lover's card is Gemini energy, by the way. It's a card of wanting to hold on to two things. In a sense, it's like wanting to have your cake and eat it too. Trying to find a balance in a situation where it's either you do or you don't. It's not, well, I kind of want to do it sometimes. You know, there needs to be that decision to cut something out completely, or it looks like cut something out completely that you're not really ready or willing to do. Yeah, the King of Cups is coming out next. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like once you cut something out of your life, or you stop doing something, whether this is you need to cut a person out of your life that's not matching your energy, or somebody that you can't trust, or something. As soon as you turn your back on this situation or this person or this action, whatever that may be, and it's going to be different for all of you because this is a general reading. But once you move in a different direction, everything is going to balance out. I feel like for some of you, there's an energy of your emotions. It's like if I don't, for example, if I don't have a drink in the evening, I'm just, you know, my nerves are shot and they're wrecked and they're just, you know, frazzled until that I can finally unwind in the evening and have a drink. Like, for example, that's not for everybody. But it's just one way to put things into perspective for you guys. Sorry, I just got something in my eye. But it's justifying your behavior by doing this action or involving yourself in this behavior or this substance or whatever it may be. And I feel like if you gave yourself a little bit of time away from this situation, or, you know, not partaking in this specific activity, you would realize that you don't need this, whatever this is, to balance out your emotions. In fact, you feel much better and more balanced without this particular situation, substance, whatever it is. Let's take a look. We're going to pull some more cards here. Spirit, tell me why Temperance is here in the reverse. Okay, we have the King of Swords in the reverse as well. Air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This is just something you're telling yourself to justify the situation. To be real honest, it's not the truth. It's not the reality of it. Strength, Leo energy. This is also a card of patience, balance, inner strength. Though this is a decision to give yourself time and to really go within, and that's when you're going to find that strength to make that decision. Or once you make that decision, you're going to feel a lot stronger, a lot more balanced, a lot of patience, a lot of like power. Whatever it is that you're doing that's making you feel powerful or in control of the situation, it's really not. If you cut this out of your life, you'd be amazed at how much more empowering you feel just naturally. Why is this King of Cups here, Spirit? The Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. If some of you are going through like a separation or a financial lack of some sort, that's going to improve drastically as well. So this, whatever this is that Spirit is urging you to move away from, is affecting a lot of different areas of your life. It's affecting your emotional state, which is affecting your money. It's like a ripple effect. And it's having the adverse effect of what you're telling yourself that it's having. You've come to a crossroads. I feel like you know this. Deep down inside, you know this. You know it's not good for you. You know it's not healthy for you. You know you are... Something needs to end. And that's funny that we say that, because as soon as I say that, the Death card comes out, but it's in the reverse. Death card talks about endings, closing out cycles, laying something to rest, right? Then the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. It's an ongoing cycle, but each time this cycle, you know, goes around and around, you're doing yourself a dissatisfaction. You're losing a little bit every time. Every time you partake in this, or every time you entertain this energy, or anytime every time this person comes around, a little bit more of you suffers, or you lose a little bit more of yourself. All right, Spirit, what is the advice and outcome? What does Gemini need to know to push past this and to overcome this situation, this substance, this energy that is keeping them stuck or hindering their progress? Tell me what Gemini can do to take that first step. What should their next steps be? All right, we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knave of Pentacles in the reverse. Keeping this in your life is a lose-lose situation. So see, these two figures, they have their backs to each other, right? They're both in the reverse. This is going to take a hit at your financial stability, your materialistic security and stability. It's in the reverse. So, not good. Reckless, not responsible. This is the Knave of Pentacles, not the Knight of Pentacles. Excuse me. It's the Page of Pentacles. So it's a missed opportunity. You're going to continue to have missed opportunities. And I mean, you're going to probably have a couple of opportunities that you do take advantage of along the way. But overall, you're headed straight for the inevitable. This Tower moment. We have Devil on the bottom of the deck. We have, which is Capricorn energy. Chariot, Cancer energy. The King of Wands in the upright. That's fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. And then we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. This is this toxic, repetitive behavior. And it's pushing you right into this Tower moment. But you have nobody else to blame but yourself. It's like you had every opportunity to move in a different direction and to find motivation to move in that different direction, and you just ignored it or made excuses to do or to continue doing what you've always done. It's like this crutch of falling back on this. It's like a security blanket, right? It's like when you have a headache, you go take a Tylenol. When that's something you've gotten used to doing, but there has to be a new mindset, a new way of thinking, a new approach to something. So instead of this, I can't handle this, so I'm going to go do this mindset, or I don't want to face this, or I'm not dealing with this right now, I have too much going on. It's a mindset that the mindset that needs to change. So yeah, I have a lot going on right now, but this would add even more stress to my already stressful situation. So let's just make a game plan and deal with it and break down the process of how we can overcome this, or how we can achieve this goal, or what needs to happen first so we can address everything. Let's make a list of priorities here and go about it that way, rather than I'm just going to go run to the bar, or I'm going to run to the liquor store and I'm just going to, you know, wallow in my sorrows, or I'm just going to forget about it for right now. I'm just going to numb my emotions. This could also be confiding in someone that is reckless. You know, this is talking to someone that you think has your best interest at heart, and it's like they turn around, they twist the story, and they tell a bunch of people just how weak you are, how reckless you are, how irresponsible you are. It's like they run your name through the mud. And it's like, and you know this time and time again, but for whatever reason, you still, it's like you're holding on to the hope that this person might might see things from a different perspective. They might be enlightened this time. They might actually see that they should change their ways or something like that. I don't feel like this person is going to. What's the advice? So we know that if we keep having that same thought pattern or that same frame of mind, the same thing is going to happen again, right? If you keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, what is that? That's the definition of insanity, right? Sometimes we don't really want to face that because then we have to accept it, right? And that sucks. Live without expectations is what I just heard. Or go into a situation without expectations. And don't expect yourself from everybody else because you're the only you that exists. That's setting yourself up for failure and disappointment every time. Okay? So what's the advice? What's the advice for Gemini? 16 on the clock. So 16, that number could be pretty significant. We have the Two of Wands. That's it, being at a crossroads. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And the 10 of Wands in the reverse. So you're at a crossroads. You need to make a decision. You could remain codependent on this energy, this materialistic substance, situation, whatever it may be. Or you could finally release the burden. You could let go of that heavy weight. It's not yours to carry anyway. It's like you can see in front, I'm going to put it in the upright, but it is in the reverse. But this guy, he can see in front of his face, but it's still a struggle because he has to carry all these, right? In the reverse, you can finally let them go. Carry what is yours and deal with them. Let go of the rest. How much longer are you going to carry that backpack? That backpack's like real heavy. You don't even have to carry that backpack. It's not even yours. Most of those bricks, most of these wands that you're carrying, they're not even yours. It's not your cross to bear, your burden to worry about. And for those of you who have placed trust in the wrong person or whatnot, give that back to them. You don't have to take on the load of their responsibility, something that's theirs to take care of. You don't have to, you know, do that for them. You don't have to feel obligated to do that for them. Yeah. It's almost as if you create a necessity or a space in somebody's life because you need them to depend on you. And I don't feel like you're doing it in a malicious way. It's because there's lack of self-love there. There's lack of self-care. There's lack of self-worth. So as soon as we get in touch with our inner child and really do some inner healing, practice some self-love, some self-care, some self-appreciation, it's not being conceited and greedy and arrogant or anything like that. It's necessary. It's about time you showed up for yourself like you show up for everybody else. Right? Invest that energy into loving yourself and being compassionate for yourself or towards yourself. And you'll stop attracting these kind of people that vibrate in this taker kind of energy, like expecting you to do for them. It's not your responsibility. You got to take care of number one. It is, you know, when you're on an airplane and they tell you, take the oxygen mask if something should go wrong on the plane, and that makes the oxygen masks, you know, come out in front of you. You take the oxygen mask and you use it yourself, and then you give it to your child or, you know, whoever's next to you. But you first use the mask. You won't have anything to give if you don't have anything yourself. You'll never receive the love you deserve if you don't love yourself first. You don't set the bar. We teach people how to treat us, right? They initially treat us the wrong way. We tell them about it. We show them, hey, or we tell them, hey, that's not acceptable. Or we just cut them off completely if it's super disrespectful. But if we keep accepting that behavior or that action, of course they're going to do it again. There's no reason for them not to. 2016 could be very significant to a lot of you. 2016, 2018, and 2019. Those years could be significant, or those numbers could be significant in some way, shape, form, or fashion. We're going to pull one oracle card from the Shadow and Light Oracle. Then I'm going to close this reading out. But if this reading resonated, smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. Drop me a comment. Share this video. Help my channel grow a little bit. Exchange some energy with me. Yeah, all that good stuff. Totally lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. All right, one more card for Gemini from the Shadow and Light Oracle. All right, we have discomfort and resentment. Number 2 is also a card of balance, or a number of balance. And I don't think I've ever pulled this card for anyone in my readings before. So let's take a little gander and see what exactly this card, the message is from this card. We often avoid conflicts or even mentioning our feelings because we fear the discomfort it might cause, especially in relationships, and even more so in new relationships. It's common to avoid conflicts by focusing solely on the positive things and ignoring the negative emotions that need to be addressed just to keep the peace between everyone involved. Direct communication isn't always something that comes easy, though. It needs to be learned, and this is an indication for you to practice it. Not communicating directly can instead cause the thing we fear from communication. So, if you keep repressing your emotions by not speaking up or not allowing your concerns to be aired, these can grow into resentment towards your partner in unhealthy proportions. By avoiding discomfort and conflict instead of building love and trust, we build resentment towards the people that we love. That feeling of resentment can become worse than discomfort, since resentment keeps growing until the matter is resolved. So sometimes it's better to air it all out. That way, you know, it can be dealt with and moved on from. Also, you could be seeing a lot of feathers. A lot of you could be seeing like flashing lights, like orbs. But I do think your angels are trying to communicate with you. Your guides are trying to get your attention in any way, shape, or form. So whenever you see a feather or come across a feather, and I mean, if you're in the park and there's feathers everywhere, it's probably not your guides trying to communicate with you, but then again, maybe it is. But if you see a feather and you feel like it caught your attention for some reason, try to take note of what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what's happening in that very moment. Be aware of your surroundings. Look around and see what's going on around you. Mainly what you're thinking. And then when you get home, write that down. You know, jot that down in a journal or whatnot. And that will be, you know, confirmation to your guides that you received the message. You're hearing what they're saying, or you're hearing and recognizing the signs and synchronicities that they're leaving for you. Okay? All right, Gemini, that was your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope it helped. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.